Every single thing that you say on the phone is recorded.
I know that, so why would I be on it threatening people?
We'll find out. I think that you are continuing to threat to the public, even while being in jail.
I don't
want you to say anything. That's okay. We're going to find out because I'm going to have them pull all the records, pull all the phone calls, and we'll listen to everything.
Okay, but I can't call nobody. Literally nobody. So what? There's no TV in my tank. There's no nothing. What am I supposed to do?
Every single word you say on a jail phone is recorded. The judge warns him flat out, everything. And yet this 19-year-old defendant thought it was a genius idea to call up the very people he's accused of assaulting and start threatening them from behind bars. You can't make this up. This case takes place in Judge Flesher's courtroom, and right away, the tension is thick. The young defendant, Mr. Wiggins, is sitting there acting like his biggest problem in life is not having a TV in his jail pod. He whines that he has no entertainment, no phone calls, nothing to do, while conveniently forgetting he's the one sitting on multiple aggravated assault charges, and here's where it gets worse. Wiggins...
Time to go play Fortnite. Let's go. Come on. Huh? Fortnite? Come on, man. I'm itching to go play.
Judge.
Whatever happened with Mr. Wiggins?
Mr. Wiggins has some bond conditions to not speak to the complaining witness in an ag assault with a deadly weapon and an ag assault family member. He then went to jail and called her twice and her mom.
I mean, what more can we do? Really?
Take the phone away.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. We'll do it now.
He also called not only under his own name, but he also called under 3 other inmates' names.
Good morning, Mr. Wiggins.
What?
How's jail?
Cool.
It's come to my attention that you are violating the conditions that we set out in this court, flaunting it, and trying to get a hold of the complaining witnesses in these cases when we've told you not to. Go ahead.
Yes, Judge. The deputy called me this morning and said that the defendant has called the complaining witness twice and the mother of the complaining witness as well. The deputy told me that while listening to these phone calls, he heard the defendant and say things such as, "This is how you take care of things," and that everybody violates their bond conditions and talks to the complainants in these cases. He also heard the defendant make statements saying that he was going to continue to violate bond, and once he gets out, he was going to hire an attorney, but he had previously learned that the defendant was indigent, and so he took this to mean that the defendant was going to commit other criminal acts to get money to hire an attorney.
Wasn't just using his own name to make those phone calls. Deputies say he used 3 different inmate PIN codes, pretending to be other people, just so he could keep reaching out to the witnesses. Think about that. At 19 years old, he's already figured out how to game the jail system. Not to do something positive, but to keep harassing the very victims he's ordered to stay away from. The prosecution lays it out for the judge. Phone calls to the victim, phone calls to the victim's mother, and threats.
Can you please notify the other courts as well that are so that they know as well?
Yes, Judge. I just sent a full email to the felony prosecutor in case the deputy hadn't already alerted her. I just went ahead and did it. The deputy, again, is getting the transcripts for these calls, and that the defendant has been using 3 separate inmates' spin codes. That would be Jermaine Brown, Mark Diaz, and Dennis Compton.
Your privileges are hereby revoked. You are not allowed to use a jail phone at all from now on. Do you understand? I think that you are continuing to threat to the public even while being in jail. So your privileges to use the phones at all are hereby revoked.
Judge, I just, again.
She just told you.
Please stop.
So,
and just, I just want to reiterate.
Please go ahead.
He's 19. You are taking away his ability to communicate with his family.
But he's making additional threats allegedly, you know? Okay, we're going to get the records, but until I know that you're not a threat, I mean.
He's typing everything
Every single thing that you say on the phone is recorded.
I know that. So why would I be on it threatening people?
We'll find out because I'm going to ask you, could you mind please pulling all the records, getting all the phone calls, and we'll play them out here in court and we'll see. And if it's not, then I will gladly give you your phone privileges back. But there have deputies that have pinpointed you allegedly, you and using other people's spin numbers to make phone calls, to make continuing threats, and to further criminality if and when you get
Thinly veiled as casual remarks. Statements like, "This is how you take care of things," and even admitting that once he gets out, he'll just keep violating bond. He even hinted at committing future crimes to pay for his lawyer. That's not just reckless. That's self-sabotage in real time. Now, let's pause here. At 19, you're legally an adult. You know the rules. You've been warned by a judge not to contact witnesses. And yet, you double down. You get sneaky, and you think nobody's going to notice. This isn't Fortnite. This is a courtroom. And in Judge Flesher's courtroom, the house always wins. The judge listens, clearly.
What
Well, I don't want you to say anything. That's okay. We're going to find out because I'm going to have them pull all the records, pull all the phone calls, and we'll listen to everything.
Judge, I will also say that the defendant told the complaining witness, this is about the ag assault involving the firearm, that when she got shot, the defendant said that's what happens when you hang out with gangsters.
So pull all that stuff, and all that stuff gets. So we need to figure out how, because it's a first for me as far as doing a revocation of privileges like that. As far as revoking phone privileges for inmates,
As far as I know, it has to be through the court order.
okay. I need to do whatever I can because it's apparently a problem now. So I guess I'll reach out to administration as well to figure out how, because it's a first for me.
Judge, just so we're all on the same page, Mr. Wiggins is obviously going back to the jail now. Even before that order is in place, you are instructing him now not to use the phone. So,
Oh.
So I did do that sucks, dude.
well, we'll get the tapes and
Get it? We'll
Okay,
see.
good. Okay, but I can't call nobody. Literally nobody. So what? There's no TV in my tank. There's no nothing. What am I supposed to do?
It's jail.
What's the point?
Read a book.
There is no books. I read every book in there.
Yes.
Okay. I can't trust you to use a phone, Mr. Wiggins. You know what's happening. I have other deputies that have alerted us to what's going on. I can't. That's it. You got to know when you're in the jail, there are eyes all over you. It's like at a casino. You literally have eyes all over you at all times. You got to know that whatever you're doing is always being looked at.
Stay in bed. That's why I wasn't threatening nobody. I didn't say
he's
any.
typing everything
then
you're saying.
Asking them
I
to pull it.
understand. He's talking about I'm doing illegal things when I get out to hire a lawyer and all these other things. That's stupid. I never said anything about anything illegal.
Frustrated. You can see it in his tone. He knows exactly what this kid is doing. And when the defense attorney finally gets her turn, she struggles. The best she can argue is that her client is just 19 and needs to stay in touch with family. But how do you argue family communication when the recorded calls are filled with threats and talk of future crimes? That's not family bonding. That's intimidation. And so Judge Flesher lowers the hammer. No more excuses. No more loopholes. He revokes every single one of Wiggins's phone privileges. From this point forward, he's not allowed to use the jail phone at all. The message is crystal clear. If you can't follow the rules, you lose the privileges. But here's the thing. Wiggins still doesn't get it. Instead of recognizing the severity of the moment, he starts complaining again. I can't call. Nobody. There's no TV in my tank. No books left to read. The man is facing years behind bars for aggravated assault, and his biggest concern is being bored in jail, and that's where we'll stop part 1, because things only escalate. Further, once the judge pushes back even harder. Judge Flesher doesn't mince words. He tells Wiggins straight up, deputies are already pulling the recordings, and if those calls are as bad as they sound, they'll be played right there in open court. Every threat, every lie, every slip of the tongue will be exposed for everyone to hear. Now imagine being 19 years old, already sitting on aggravated assault charges, and the judge is saying, "We're about to hit play on your phone calls in front of the courtroom." That's the moment where most people would realize they've gone too far. But not Wiggins. He tries to backpedal, saying he wasn't threatening anybody, that he was just talking about legal things, like how to hire a lawyer. The problem is, the deputies already testified that's not what he said. They heard him hint about getting money through crime. They heard him telling the victim, "That's what happens when you hang out with gangsters." He's not talking about the law. He's talking about intimidation. And once you put those words on a recorded jail call, there's no walking them back. What really stands out here is the judge's frustration. He tells Wiggins that jail isn't some free-for-all. It's not about TV, phones, or passing the time. It's about accountability. He reminds him that jail is like a casino. Cameras, ears, and eyes everywhere. You think you're slick? You think you're pulling one. Over on the system? Wrong. They're watching, they're listening, and now they've caught you red-handed. And honestly, you can almost feel the exhaustion in the courtroom. Even the defense attorney knows there's no saving this. Her client isn't just making mistakes. He's digging the hole deeper every time he opens his mouth. At some point, there's nothing left to argue. So what's left for Judge Flesher to do? He's already taken away the phones. But does that fix the bigger issue? Not really. This young man isn't learning, and the law doesn't give endless chances when it comes to witness intimidation. That's a charge that can add serious years onto an already heavy sentence. And let's be real. At 19 years old, this could have been a turning point. He could have sat in jail quietly, let his lawyer work, and maybe, just maybe, come out with some hope of redemption. Instead, he chose to run his mouth, threaten witnesses, and plot future crimes while locked up. If that doesn't scream self-destruction, I don't know what does. So here's the question for you. Do you think Judge Flesher was too soft by only revoking phone privileges, or was that the right move for now? Should the court go further and push for new charges of witness intimidation? Because from where I'm sitting, this young man's future doesn't look bright. The law isn't playing games, and if he keeps it up, he's not just looking at prison, time. He's looking at the kind of record that follows you for life. What do you think? Is there still a chance for him to turn things around, or has he already sealed his fate? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, if you found this case as unbelievable as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I've got more courtroom stories coming every single day.